Okay, y'all, so the closet detox checklist. Oh, well, my boo at this point in time told me how cute this color was. Okay, well, let's go ahead on and make sure we pull it out too, because we're moving forward and therefore with confidence. Okay, so every piece needs to say, yeah, this is the color that I thought looked best in the particular sunlight as I walk down Rodeo Drive. Okay, not what anybody else says and or is thinking. So, confidence. And so, think about your closet. I really want you to visualize your closet. Is the handbags, where are they? On this side? Are the shoes at the top part here? Are the handbags over here? And then the shoes, and then right next to it is belts. Visualize that confident ensemble that you go to, that you pull every time you're getting ready to go into a high stakes meeting, a must land client. So what is that energy giving? Think about your shoes. Are some of them in need of replacements? Are some of them in need of repair? I had some PJs and I had been really admiring these PJs. They were a gift. And so I was really into those particular items that I had, but they started to get a slight hole in between where the crotch area is. Well, as ladies, as where the vagina is. And I was thinking to myself, like, okay, well, eventually you just keep on putting it over there. And then I thought to myself, I have needle and thread. Why not just repair it? We repair it. Confidence. Then you have, what is your bed, your lineage, your linens and things of that nature? Is it something that you wish? Is it something that's a certain color? Is there things that you wish that you have, but you just want to maintain its care? Does it need some kind of mending? Yes, no, yes, do those things. Great. No, okay, well, is the color starting to fade? Yes, okay, well, is it time to go and figure out what sheets are on sale at the Targets or the Marshalls or the Sheens or the Crate and Barrels, or the places that we wish to emulate and embody and be known as the shopper there, or build some kind of rapport and loyalty? Well, then let's start to work our way towards those particular items and things. Confidence. Okay. And do your inventory. Do you want 2 or 3 bags? Did you want a Chanel bag? Did you want a Birkin bag? Did you want a Hermes bag? And I don't want to, and see, I'm such a young lady that is so vocal that I want us to focus less on the particular brand of bag and more so about what it is embodying by having this particular item. That is really where I want us to focus. So as you go through your detox, especially when you're in the midst of a breakup, when you really want to figure out, like, this was the girl I was, I stopped wearing these things, why not revisit those items? Why not go back to those same websites and order the items that I had at that particular point in time, before the exits, before the drama, before the chaos, before the haters? And then make you a little mood board. Check off the items that you feel as though you wish to have a replica of or too lazy to have. If that's something that you find was a way that you were because your dude was constantly encouraging that behavior, but deep down in your heart you knew that was a bit weird, exit out of your closet and move on to somewhere else. Are you constantly trying to save so much money so you just neglect your shoe budget, so your shoes are just necessarily any and old type of looking a type of way when you step into a 5-star client sit down with a dinner meeting? If that's your energy, you're going to attract loyal, much lower vibrational scenarios than you may have liked. So try to embody your closet as a young lady that's straight career path focused. And when you are really in that embodiment, you will really see how your shoe game will necessarily naturally elevate. Or you can notice that you naturally are drawn to pieces that gives you that longevity. creativity. Or you can see that instead of constantly just having all items from the fast fashion retailers like maybe you used to have did when you was just constantly in his world, then now you notice that you kind of peeled back a little bit of some of those layers. So now it's like maybe you have a few fast fashion retailers, but you also have a designer here or two there, or you also know that you can kind of sort of go to a thrift, or you can kind of sort of rely on different avenues instead of putting all your energy into this one, because you gotta just go, 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 and you just constantly need that quick fix. It's kind of sort of like an addict. You know, addicts are just constantly after that feeling. And I understand, you know, when I was in my addict phase and I'm really trying myself, you know, I've been here, done this. Okay, so you know, addicts have it hard. I mean, because when you think about how traumatic they go through those instances just to get the hits, you really understand that, okay, maybe this is to the extreme. Maybe this is what they mean by having more moderation. Because when you are really praying and your confidence is high and you feel now, okay, so the dopamine addict and things that I think of, which is something that I really admire, but I want to have it in a more steadily way, then this is how I obtain it. This is what I do. I pray, I get down on my knees, I constantly exercise, and therefore I get the same type of energetic thought that I was at there because I enjoyed it, but with less damage to myself. And therefore that aids in building confidence. As we continuously move forward and we go into that particular persona, we grow to embrace and embody a certain woman that we knew was there all along. But again, when you are constantly in the midst of a struggle or having people push you and they are constantly being that source of negativity that's rooted in that bad ex or just the drama that they bring, you really understand now how to protect your grace. You really understand now how to have an elevated moment, but with much less chaos. You really now appreciate that. You really are able to see clearly now because the years have gone by, because the smoke has cleared, because the naysayers have been proven to be a little less reliable than what they presented themselves as. And therefore now when you go into your closet, you see a reflection of confidence. You see items that build you up, that has nothing to do with the ex that was constantly derogatory, or anything to do with the friends who may have thought that he was just what it was that it took you to be on your top of your game for whatever the point was at that time. And now all of a sudden that's gone and they're quiet. Your reflection in your closet now exudes confidence. To be able to handle all of those things and still have your whole embodiment say a successful, confident lady. Yeah. That is such an energy that I want y'all to step into for 2026. I am so serious. So welcome to Authentic Glow Coaching, okay? This is where we put the cute in confidence because our clients simply glow. Authentic Glow Coaching presents the Confidence Catalyst by myself, our brand spaces owner, and Tasia Triple More. Hi, hello, welcome. I'm so happy to have you all here. Ladies, please like, subscribe, follow. You can go onto our website. I'll try to link the closet detox type of checklist at the bottom here. You might just be able to click on it and see if you can just take a little screenshot and print if you want. I don't think I really have it anywhere else, but definitely enjoy this little freebie if you like. And just even probably take a screenshot, put it on your phone, and then check and write some things into it. If you have an iPhone like I do, they allow you to type into the little spots and things like that. So it's very useful. So again, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.